Good morning, everyone. Got Sally with me this morning. We've decided to come on up in the river a little piece, and I'm going to fish up this way some. Sally's a little feisty this morning, trying to get into everything. We can't have that. She's pushing me. Sally, no. So I'm going to do a little top water. Probably might try a little crankbaiting, and maybe a Carolina rig and see what we can do. Maybe a jig, I'm not sure, but we'll try a few different things to see what we can do. Well, we're getting ready to get started. Got a crankbait on top water and a Carolina rig, brush hog. We're going to try down through here. We'll fish this stretch, go into a wood patch and see what we can do. Hopefully we'll catch some fish. I'm going to try to fish without the swim bait today, but I'm not sure how it's going to go yet. Sally's on point. We've got a tank of a smallmouth here. Oh, what a fight. My goodness, what a fight. Gotta find my pliers. Where they at, puppy? That thing absolutely smoked. Square bill crankbait. Gotta get it to where the sun's not on him. Here's what we got. But I'm gonna measure him and see what we got. We got a smallmouth here pushing 20 inches. Got him on a square bill crankbait early. We're gonna put him back in the water. That was a good fight. That was a heck of a fight. Ooh, that'll wake you up. That will wake you up early in the morning. He absolutely drilled that crankbait. 20 inches. 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 20 I mean, he tried to take the rod from me when he hit it. Woo! Don't do anything else today. We caught my favorite fish in the world to catch. Sure did. Well, we're going to see how it goes for the rest of the video. Appreciate you watching. Right here's the bait that I used to catch the big smallmouth with right then. Which it's not a 5-pounder or nothing, but it was a good smallmouth. It was good and healthy. I absolutely got drilled that time, and that felt like another smallmouth bite. Let's see if he'll hit me again here. Man, that was a hard hit. I don't know how they can get in those around those treble hooks and not get hooked if they hit that hard. That thing knocked the bait completely sideways. My goodness, what a hard hit. When you get a good hit like that, you need to drop something in behind them if they won't hit again. And so I'm going to drop a Carolina rig in there. It's a lay down log. And I mean, that fish absolutely smoked that crankbait, but he just did not hook up. And it felt like the same kind of bite I took that smallmouth on. Same, it was exactly the same kind of hit. He just didn't hook up at all. So we'll see if he'll tag this Carolina rig or not. And I'm getting ready to go into a wood patch, and I may come back and hit this when I come out of the wood patch if I don't get bit now, and see if I can catch that fish, because he's obviously feeding. Decided to come across that log from a different angle and come across it instead of with it, and see if he'll come out there and hit it. Nope, he's seen enough of it for now. We pretty much decided to make a video trying to use a lot of the other baits and see if I could get bit with them. I mean, I've been getting bit every time I've come down with different baits, but I thought I'd try to really concentrate on other stuff and see if these fish are interested in anything else. I actually wish I had my swim bait right now. I seen a smallmouth jump there that had to be at least 6 pounds, if not bigger. It was a tank of a smallmouth. Let's see if I can get him on top here. I don't know. He leaped completely out of the water, and I just happened to see him do it. Well, I decided to tie Dad's favorite on. If you've not seen the video, this is it. Chartreuse pepper grub. I've put a 1/2 ounce head on it because I seen a giant smallmouth jump out on this point. It's at least a 6-pounder. I mean, it's huge, and it could be bigger. And I decided, well, I think the 2 bites I've had, I know one for a fact is, but I think the 2 bites I've had with the crankbait was a smallmouth for sure, because they both hit exactly the same way. And then I had a slight tap with a Carolina rig brush hog, and I think that was a little largemouth. At least I would assume that. It felt like a largemouth tap. So, but I thought I'm going to throw this grub out around this point here before I ease into this wood patch, and see if I can pick up a smallmouth moving through here. Sometimes with this grub, if the smallmouth are bunched up, they run in wolf packs, and if you catch one, you can catch 4 or 5 before they lay down on you. And I've caught quite a few good smallmouth real quick, and then they just quit because they see what's happening to their buddies, so they stop. There's a hit right there. I think he felt me though. Yep, he felt me. That one felt me. That felt like a largemouth. Oh my! I hate to miss an opportunity like that, but we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna put a little scent on him and entice him a little bit. Maybe he'll take it. I got him if I can get him out of there. Oh, I just had a good hit. But he's deep in that cover. I don't know if I can get him out of there with this light line or not. It's just a 10-pound test, but still, he went deep into that cover when he hit it. He hit it and took off running. And I don't feel him anymore, so I'm guessing he might have popped loose. Oh, mercy. You can't catch them all, but you can sure try. Ooh, nice one. That is a nice one. I can get him in. Oh. Oh. We got him boated. Well, that's fish number 2 today. I've had some hits, but not many takers. That's a 15-inch largemouth. He's trying to build up some weight. Another good fish. Here we go. It's a job today. I'm having to really work at it to get these fish to bite. It is just 12:06 right then. So between the first and the second fish, it's been a while. Some days are like that though, I reckon. To keep Sally from getting hooked with these hooks when I'm putting them down, I'm putting them in these, and you can get them from different companies. I'm getting these bait wraps and putting them on the rod and the bait to keep her out of them treble hooks especially. And that's what I'm trying to do to keep her from getting into something, and we'll have a disaster, and we don't want that. Okay, we're going to call it a day right there. I had several hits. I probably had just around a dozen hits today, but they just wasn't really interested. And it's around the full moon, so I'm sure they fed up last night. Got a smallmouth just shy of 20 inches and a 15 plus largemouth today, and that's it. So it was a decent day, but nothing to brag about, but at least fish was caught. Just one of those slow days that you have. Still good to get out on the water though. I appreciate you watching. After this part of the video, at night when I get to the garage, I'm going to show you the baits I used and the results I had with them. I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day. Okay, this is the end of the video. Baits I used today was the chartreuse pepper grub. Threw that at the smallmouth. They actually did not hit it, but had I really concentrated and started throwing it early, I believe I could have caught some with it. The bait that caught the largemouth today was rainbow shad. and I threw 3 different colors: rainbow shad, black shad, and bluegill flash, and they all 3 got bit, but the rainbow shad was the only one that caught a fish. I hooked a fish with this worm, which is a dead ringer, and zoom dead ringer, and it got down in the brush pile on me, and I wasn't able to get him out. He actually got himself loose, so I didn't have to deal with the fish that broke off. And I got hit with a jig today too. This is what this is a pumpkin jig with a chartreuse trailer. And I also threw a walking bait, and they didn't hit the walking bait. I thought I might be able to catch that big smallmouth with that walking bait, but he didn't come up on it. I didn't have anything come up on that walking bait today. The crankbait that I used, that I had 3 hits with, was the Bill Lewis ATV, and it was chartreuse with a black back. And I mean, when they hit it, they meant business. But I only hooked the 1. So it was had about a dozen bites, but it was a slow day. If I had it to do it over again, I would have probably thrown the crankbait earlier and stuck with it until I got in those the shad, because I got in shad balls that were huge up in the river, further on up the river. But the concentration of smallmouth, I noticed, was pretty heavy in that area, and I used to fish that area before for smallmouth when I strictly smallmouth fished. And before I got into high school fishing, that was all I done, was I strictly smallmouth fished, period. If I caught a largemouth or Kentucky, it was by sheer accident, because all I looked for and all I fished for was smallmouth, period. And I was pretty good at it, and they fish a little different. And once you dial that in, once you get dialed in on smallmouth, that's pretty much all you're going to catch, because nothing else hits the way they do. And it's a strategy thing, and understanding where the smallmouth stage and how they operate, because they operate kind of in wolf packs, where largemouth are kind of loners. Now Kentucky's runs in wolf packs or spots, whichever one you like to call them. But the smallmouth really run in wolf packs, and when you get in those, you can catch anywhere from, I've caught anywhere from 3 out of a wolf pack up to a dozen. But once you catch so many, they just shut down. No matter how many's in it, they'll shut down. And what I would do back then was, when they shut down, I would move. And so what I made was milk runs. And by that I mean I would pick 3 to 5 spots, and I'd hit them, and then I'd come back through them again. So I'd make a milk run in 5 spots, let's say, and then I'd come back to spot number 1. It'd be 6, now it's number 6, and I'd go back through them again. And that's what I would do. So guys that smallmouth fish, you'll see them running a lot. They really run a lot. If they know what they're doing, they're gonna run. They'll hit a spot for 30 minutes or so and move on, and then they'll be back in the same spot again. So that's a smallmouth guy if he's doing that, for sure. And so that's kind of how I used to operate. I thought I'd show you the baits. Told you I would. And if you look at the video, you see the ATV, the Bill Lewis crankbait, and the walking bait's the one I caught the bass on in the last video. So I'm gonna have to look and see what the name of it is. I can't recall it right off, and I will type it in the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.